If you're preparing for the SAP Certified SAP SuccessFactors Time Management certification, there's something important you need to know. The new SAP performance-based exam is no longer about memorizing answers. You'll be placed in realistic consulting scenarios, questioned by an AI stakeholder, and expected to solve business problems on the spot. In this video, you'll practice scenario-based SAP questions and learn how to approach them like a time management consultant. The exam covers time profiles, work schedules, time recording, time valuation, absences, and employee timesheet configuration. This certification is intended for consultants working on SuccessFactors time management implementations, and the scenarios reflect the types of challenges encountered during customer deployments. Let's begin. Scenario 1 - overtime calculation. Not working AI role-play. Scenario: employees work beyond their scheduled hours, but overtime isn't being calculated correctly. Payroll reports show only regular hours. Imagine you're the SAP consultant. The AI stakeholder asks, how would you troubleshoot and fix this issue? A consultant should begin with analysis. First, verify the employee's work schedule. If planned working time is configured incorrectly, overtime cannot be identified accurately. Next, review the time recording profile. Confirm that the employee is assigned to the correct profile and that recording methods support overtime capture. Then inspect time valuations. This is often where the problem exists. Verify input time type, valuation method, threshold rules, overtime time types. The system must identify hours exceeding planned working time and convert them into overtime. Finally, test with sample employee data. AI follow-up question. The AI stakeholder asks, why isn't changing the work schedule alone enough? A strong exam answer would be, because overtime determination depends on valuation rules. Even if schedules are correct, overtime won't calculate unless time valuations process excess hours appropriately. That's consultant-level reasoning. Scenario 2 - employees cannot request leave. Employees are reporting that absence requests cannot be submitted through employee self-service. How would you investigate? Think like a consultant. Start with permissions. Review role-based permissions. Many leave request issues originate from missing ESS permissions. Next, verify. Time type availability, employee eligibility, country assignment, time profile assignment. Then inspect workflow configuration. A broken approval workflow can prevent submission. Finally, verify effective dated records and employee master data. AI follow-up question. The AI stakeholder asks, why do some employees experience the issue while others don't? Excellent answer. Because time profiles, permission roles, and time types can vary by employee population. Configuration differences often affect only specific user groups. That's exactly the type of explanation SAP evaluates. Quick exam tip. The new SAP performance-based exam evaluates your decision-making process, not just technical knowledge. That's why practicing SAP exam simulation exercises and SAP hands-on practice scenarios is critical. If you're looking for realistic AI role-play scenarios similar to the actual exam environment, resources like certshero.com can help you practice consultant-level responses before exam day. Scenario 3 - timesheet missing for new employees. Client persona. Implementation project manager. Problem: new hires cannot access their employee timesheet after onboarding. What's your consulting approach? Start with employee assignments. Check. Time profile, time recording profile, work schedule, employment information. A missing time profile is frequently the root cause. Next, verify configuration transport status. Was the latest time management configuration successfully deployed? Then confirm that business rules triggered correctly during hiring events. AI follow-up question. The stakeholder asks, what evidence would you gather before escalating to SAP support? Strong answer: I would validate employee assignments, profile mappings, permissions, business rule execution logs, and replication results before considering a product issue. This demonstrates structured troubleshooting methodology. Scenario 4, incorrect, leave balance calculation. AI Role-Play Scenario. Client persona, global HR manager. Problem, annual leave balances are not calculating correctly for employees transferred between departments. How would you approach this? Begin by reviewing time account types and accrual rules. Check whether department transfers trigger recalculation logic. Then verify. Effective dates, job information history, eligibility rules, accrual postings. Look for rule conditions that reference organizational assignments. A department change may alter accrual eligibility. AI cross-examination. The AI stakeholder asks, "What is the biggest risk of manually adjusting balances?" Consultant answer, "Manual corrections solve symptoms but may hide underlying configuration issues that continue impacting future accrual calculations." Excellent root cause thinking. Notice a pattern? For every SAP scenario-based question, first, analyze the business problem. Second, identify affected configurations. Third, validate assignments and permissions. Fourth, explain the business impact. Finally, justify your recommendation. That's the mindset SAP expects from certified consultants. Today, you completed realistic exam scenarios. More importantly, you performed tasks similar to what appears in a modern performance-based exam. If you're preparing for the SAP Certified SAP SuccessFactors Time Management certification, continue practicing hands-on practice exercises, exam simulations, and real-world consulting scenarios. Visit certshero.com to practice AI role plays, mock exams, flashcards, and SAP exam tasks aligned with the latest exam format. Also, check out our SAP certification playlist for more SuccessFactors and SAP consultant exam preparation videos. Thanks for watching, and remember, the fastest way to pass SAP certifications is not memorization. It's consistent hands-on practice solving real business problems.